I think we have, Cliff, on a CD that you gave us some clips of audio snippets.
Yeah.
That we can actually hear what it sounds like. You ready, Brent? Okay, go ahead. Tell us what we're hearing when we play this.
We are standing at Independence Hall on Chestnut Street between 5th and 6th. This building was originally known as the State House and was a seat of Pennsylvania government decades before anyone
one of the audio
was thinking about
files
revolution.
that was published to our platform by the Greater Philadelphia Tourism Marketing Corporation, one of our content pilot partners. And so someone would hear this as they were walking by Independence Hall. And they wouldn't have to do anything to hear it if they're using one of the features in the app called autoplay. So literally, you can just keep your iPhone in your pocket and put your earbuds in, walk around, and as you come within a certain radius of Independence Hall, this is what you would hear.
Ah, cool.
Is there another sample on here that we could hear?
Yeah.
A different track? Okay.
This next one, I think, is from Mural Arts.
You're at Broad and Lombard Streets. This is Theater of Life by Meg Saligman. This mural was the first to break free from the limitations of a two-dimensional wall.
This is great stuff. The Mural Arts program in Philadelphia, they curate about 3,000 murals in the city of Philadelphia. It is amazing.
Wow.
And I've been living in Center City now for a little over 10 years, and you go around the city and you see these murals and you think, oh wow, that's cool, and you just keep walking. You don't know the story behind it, but now with Lokadot and Mural Arts, you can walk by the mural and you'll hear all about it. It's totally different. It's a different experience. Now you get to, everything around you just has more meaning.
I believe, Cliff, that there is no other application like this anywhere in the world. Is that correct?
There are attempts at it, but nothing exactly like it.
And nothing alive and breathing today like yours is?
Yeah. There's actually a company in, I think, Russia or maybe East Europe that has an app called Tuzla, but their audio is all, it is text-to-speech conversion.
Oh, okay.
So it has a totally different feel. It's not a human being that is, that has recorded those audio files. You're hearing basically Wikipedia converted from text to speech, and it's just not pleasant to listen to, in my opinion.
Yeah, what's interesting about this is a professional voiceover person does not have to do these, although sometimes that's okay. An individual, yeah, because I'm on there as well. An individual can do them. A curator at a museum, whoever wants to do it. It is a very, very user-friendly application, and it is for individuals to actually be able to upload their audio snippet to the application. That's what's really cool about it.
That's
I was just going to say, Doug's Voice is, right? It's on some of the snippets.
If you go to Lokadot.com and click on the map, Cliff calls me Mr. Lokadot, and I was fortunate enough to do the voiceover work for him.
Very cool.
Fantastic job.
Yeah, thank you very much. Is another clip on there?
Yeah. Let's see. It looks like we're going to listen to the third one.
You should now be across the street from the DAR Rose Garden.
Yeah, so
This tribute to the signers of the
Nancy
Declaration of
Gilboy,
Independence
who
was a gift from the
is with the International Visitors Council. She's the president of that organization. But back in the 80s, she recorded an audio tour of her own. She hired someone to do the voiceover and the music, and I think she did the research and put together this awesome, back then, a tape cassette, I think, of an audio tour, and you would walk around the city with your tape cassette, with your Walkman, and listen to your tape cassette. Well, that, all of the points of interest on her tour are historical, and so that hasn't changed. And
Wow.
She agreed to convert that, which is now on CD, but we converted it, of course, and published it to our platform, and now it's available on Lokadot.
Now, let me ask you this, Cliff. There are concerns when I brought this up several months ago here at the station, off the air, particularly younger people, and Samantha, this is where you may know, that they're somewhat concerned about the GPS devices these days, and it knows where I am and it's tracking me. Have you heard anything about that, in a negative way, or that it's going to impact your app?
I've heard nothing specifically related to my app in anyone who's using it being concerned about that.
Okay.
That blew up earlier this year. I was actually out at the Wear 2.0 conference, which is all about location-based technology, when that story broke, when it was found out that there was some tracking going on the iPhone and Android as well. That has since been mostly resolved, and in our app, we're not storing any tracking information.
Okay, so it's in, it's out.
It's not even in.
Okay.
It's really...
it's real time.
Yeah, it's real time. Okay. And the operating system of the iPhone is what's determining where you are and what's near you, and none of that information in terms of where you are and what's near you is stored anywhere. It's just basically doing math in real time constantly.
Okay, so when it's there, and when you're past that point of interest, if you don't stop, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
You can always look it up on a map. I mean, you can. One of the features we have in the app is a map and a list. And so if you go to the map, you can search the map. You can, squeeze and pinch and flick the map and go to other locations and refresh it and see if there's audio files in that location. But
okay.
Now, will you guys take people who just kind of want to be in the app? Say it's a pizza shop. They say, this is Tony's Pizza, which was established in 1985. Will you guys do that too, or is it just going to be really monuments and more historical things?
I love that question because that is exactly the long-term direction we're going. The problem is that this is so new and the technology is still just rolling out. It's hot, but still in terms of, if you look at the entire population of the United States, there's not everyone has a smartphone yet. They will.
Yeah, right.
Not everyone yet. So this is an idea that it's going to take a little while to get traction. Mm-hmm. And so the most obvious use of this technology is for audio tours and tourism, that kind of thing. So we're going to apply it to that. But in the long term, I would love for every business person to use our platform to talk about their business, so that when you walk by, you do hear Tony talking to you about their latest pasta special.
Very cool. Yeah.
Now, of course, that would be a way for you to make money as well,
Absolutely.
Because that's not going to be free.
No.
They're going to have to pay for that. Exactly. Where the nonprofits right now, which is where you're focusing, is a free application to them, and probably always will be, right?
For some of them, yeah, absolutely. For the art museum and other entities that have curated collections that you have to pay to experience. So, for example, if you go to the Philadelphia Art Museum, you can't just walk in there and look at their collections. You have to pay to an entrance fee. So in those kind of situations where they have an audio tour that's on our platform, of course, we're going to pay to host that audio for them because it's part of that paid experience in the museum.
We're running a little short on time this morning, Cliff, but it has been my pleasure having you here in the studio with us. Informative as always, and I think, Sam, what do you think? A really cool application?
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
It's free.
I'm an app junkie. So
she's an app junkie and a Facebook freak or something like that.
I've never heard that term. Yeah. I might start using that.
Yeah, that's a good one. Again, this has been Cliff Stevens from Lokadot LLC has been with us, our guest in the studio. And again, Cliff, thanks very much. And last question: tell us how people can find you.
Yeah, on the web, Lokadot.com, Lokadot.com. We also have a Facebook page. We're on Twitter. You can find us pretty much. Just Google Lokadot, and you'll find lots of ways to get in contact with us.
Everywhere. Well, that's fantastic. Thanks again for coming in this morning,
Doug.
Cliff.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.